Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I am Mike.
And today, Sunday Fun Day. What are we doing today for Sunday Fun Day? Everybody's done the battle of the fucking, wild turkey off there. We've already done the wild turkey off before, and newsflash, rare breed wins, all right? So I wanted to do one more towards price. So I wanted to put this Wild Turkey 101, the 70th anniversary, you got it for $52.99 against the new Wild Turkey 8-year 101 that we got for $41.99. And I'm going to put it up against the Wheelhorse Double Oak, which is also 101 proof. It comes in 5 years. We got it for $37.99 against this Wheelhorse Cigar Blend, also 101. We got it for $31.98. So I haven't drank these in a little while, so I just wanted to see, for way less money, are they just better than the two 8 years? You know what I mean? They are less in years, but they are double oaked, or this one's triple oaked. It's in 3 different casks. So I just wanted to see what it is. Normal mash mix-up rules. Mike pours them, I'm out of the room. I shuffle them, he's out of the room. You will see what we're drinking. We will be drinking the same thing at the same time. And we're just going to speculate and guess what we're drinking. But I figured these are all 101 proof, and they're all different prices. I wanted to see.
They're not still crazy difference, for the 8-year compared to the Wheelhorse. Would you say 31 and
that's
40
a 5
something?
year, yeah.
40 and
one's 50.
Yeah, so
50, and this one's like 57. So I was going to put it up against the Kentucky Spirit and Rare Breed. If you want to see that, you can leave a comment down below. I wanted to see where these two came out, actually, because it is significantly more for the 70th anniversary. I wanted to see, can these two beat it? Or if these two beat it, then it's worth the extra little bit of money. You know what I mean?
I hate, yeah.
We don't have the 101 anymore. I did the regular 101. I did kill that one, so.
I'm not getting a crazy nose on number one. It's actually pretty lackluster.
I didn't think I was going to get a crazy nose off of any of them until later anyways. Ooh. Ooh.
Pretty nutty.
You think so? You're pretty nutty.
Yeah. You didn't get nut in the beginning?
No, I did not.
What did you get?
I got a little taste of black licorice on this one. That's what I got.
I got a pretty nutty.
No, I'm getting black licorice on this one.
So would you lean towards these two somewhere?
Could it just be one of them days? Yeah, no, I'm definitely getting black licorice on that one. I think I'm gonna guess that one because I remember getting it quite a bit off of that one. Again, it's not an offensive black licorice, but it's definitely brings me on that profile of it's there. It's definitely there in flavor.
See, I don't get it. So
I don't know how. You can't get a nut out of that. That just really was bringing.
I did get.
I'll be surprised if it is, or I'll be happy, I guess, if it is that one. At least I'll know that it wasn't just that first sip is what threw me off. That was my first sip of the day, though. It may change, but that instantly was what was in my head, and I wasn't even looking for it. So
this is a way stronger nose right off the bat.
I'll agree with that. And it's got like a sweet caramel almost on the nose.
It stands out way more than one.
Yes, 100%.
There's more flavor in this one to me, too.
It's almost spicier.
As far as kick?
Yeah. Not like in a harsh way, but like I know they're all 101 proof. Maybe it was more viscous. It coated a little bit more. It hung on a little bit more. Or it's hanging on a little bit more than what the first one did. Oh, I don't mind that one at all. And no black licorice. That's a bonus on that one. I almost get a fruity smell on this one, too. Like in the front, like that first one you say the nose.
I get a pretty good oak leftover residue.
Mm-hmm. I did do this mainly because they're all 101 proof. I'm just gonna do this as my guesses on what you can guess your own way. I'm just gonna figure.
We're off already a little bit. But
I may totally change, but I'm just
that may
kind of
change. But I did go with a Wheelhorse. I just went the other way around.
Oh, I think I'm getting a fruity on that, and I know that's finished in like a couple different ones. So, and again, some of you might say, "Oh, this is apples and oranges. These are finished. This one's not." But the bottom line is, I went straight according to price. You know what I mean? Like these two are way cheaper than these two. So if these are better, then they're cheaper. You can't beat that. You know. So I know these. The two wild turkeys are not finished. They're just aged, but. I figured the lack of age with the extra finish, it would almost counterbalance itself.
I kind of have that one ahead a little bit. I think
I
it had
have
a
two
little
ahead of one for sure because
a little more flavor.
Yeah,
So
I agree with that. Again, the nose isn't as much as what two was.
no,
but better than what I think one was.
I agree. This one almost kind of gives me the white powdered sugar a little bit. It does.
I'm laughing because in my head, the two that I think are left are a double oak or the 8-year one. So that would give you that because you're either getting an extra age or you're getting a double oak. And usually when you say the white powdered sugar, it comes with a double
the
oak.
8-year here.
That is the 8-year, but this is also an 8-year,
the
70th anniversary. So like you know what I mean?
This one seems very easy to me.
I'm gonna leave that right there.
It's not a crazy nose.
It's hard to do because one kind of gets a bad rep, but I think this one has a nice viscosity. It coats very well compared to what one did. One seemed to go whoop. You know what I mean?
This one definitely does hang on.
This one's hanging on a little bit more. I think I like the fruity aspect that was in 2, but we'll see what happens on the way back.
I'm a little close. I might even edge 3 a little
3
bit
up. All right, we don't have to agree, but I'm just thinking in my head. We'll see because I change on the way back all the time.
It is my first time around too, so and you're right. It does kind of.
I have them both. What I believe is ahead of one, though. I can say that.
See, this nose is even better.
This one you should be getting your powdered sugar on it. This one has that sweet oaky flavor at the end. Oh, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Might be one of the most viscous ones out of all of them. It actually has one of the better coats.
Really babysit.
Oh, I did too, but I
really
swished it a lot. But everything it touched, it kind of adhered to. And I really get that almost French oak, like sweet oak that I get off of the Penelopes. You know what I mean? Like I almost get that where I gotta assume this is a double oak because it's really, you can actually smell the oak in the nose to me. Like I'm actually smelling.
I kind of get it
like
light fruit in the nose though a little bit.
Okay, you can be wrong. And it may be. It may be. That's nice though. Oh, that brings so much more flavor than, than 3.
See, I don't know if that's actually a double oak.
No, I could be 100% wrong on the bottles. It don't matter which one I'm guessing. I'm just kind of guessing, just not, try to pull a rabbit out of my ass. But
that's exactly what I'm doing.
But we're gonna see. But I mean, this is the first way through, anyways. But I think 4 really did coat a lot.
I'm kind of like 4, 3, 2, 1 right now.
Yeah, I'm 4, 2, 3, 1 as of right now. But what we're gonna do is take a quick break. We're gonna cleanse our palate. We'll be back in 1 second. All right, so we are back, and we're gonna work on our right, work our way left. I forgot which way we were going after right.
Hey, your hand signal was right.
Yeah, I know. My mind just wasn't working.
Caramel jumped in this time.
No, this is thick and rich and dark right here. This is actually this one's dark right now.
There's a little sweetness in the middle too.
That's absolutely delicious.
I-
You know what I mean? Like
I'm
people
with you.
pay hundreds of dollars to try to get some pours. I don't care which one of these 4 they are. That is absolutely delicious. Just as my first one back, it had a beautiful nose. Kind of reminded me of like the Thomas Moores when we do them. You know what I mean? Like they're not a high proof, but man, they just bring a bounty
This
of
might
flavor.
have a little more of a kick to it.
Well, they are, because those are usually 90 proof or 93 proof.
But
or
those
something
do
like that.
carry a huge amount of flavor. I do enjoy them.
Yeah,
you know.
so we know all of these are 101 proof. Doesn't matter which one it is. It's
Right.
only 101 proof, but it's drinking above its proof point is what I'm trying to say.
No,
You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
On this one. It's bringing way more flavor than what I expect off of just a 100 proof.
I'm going to stick with my original guess. I think we got a little cigar here.
Mm-mm. I'm going to stick with the double oak. Man, that is beautiful. Only because it's really bringing me that sweet oaky flavor.
It
I think
does.
that did that. It just kind of reminds me of it sits me back like Penelope does. You know what I mean? Like,
it does have a very nice taste.
Yeah. No, I like that a lot. Whatever that one is. I'm secretly hoping it is this one because we paid $37.99 for it, and that's a steal to me. Okay, so where this one was dark and rich, this is like a caramel, but it's like lighter and brighter on this one. It's still very good, and it has a nice caramel-esque flavor, but this was like dark on that one.
There was way more there.
Yeah.
And this one kind of gives me that light powder for the sweetness.
I can almost go with, I would say more like I'm thinking like almost a fruity sweetness, but it's almost it's not bad on a nose by any means. By any means.
But 4 is better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Even on a flavor, like it's weird to say dark and rich and thick on 4, but this is almost light and bright. It's very good for what it is.
And it hangs.
It almost when you said like what did you say, a sugary sweetness? I almost get like almost a slight, like almost a caramel apple aspect to it. You know what I mean? Like a little bit
really
of a
getting the fruit as much as you are on that.
I'm just a little bit of a light brightness that brings out like a freshness, you know?
I do like it, but I think there's more flavor in 4.
Oh, I agree with that. I agree with everything you just said. I do also like that, but I have to leave 4 ahead because I think it's just bringing more to the table. It's bringing it.
I mean, it has a pretty good hang time,
Yeah.
but I think 4 has a little more hang time with a couple little drizzling extra flavors there.
Way more
They
oaky
almost
presence,
they
too.
almost drink similar as far as like, I know they're both 101, but
Yep.
sometimes some things kick a little more. They both drink nice.
Yes, they both had a decent viscosity. I think 4 just hung on a little bit longer to me. Like it coated a little bit better. It was definitely thicker. Oh, speaking of caramel apples, this is screaming a caramel apple. Where I got a hint of an apple, this one's like giving me a caramel apple right here off my nose. Big time. I haven't had a caramel apple since I was a kid. I've never made one. Ma was still around when we had a caramel apple. I've never had.
I've done it once since I was married.
Yeah, no, I've never made one.
We were youngly newlyweds,
Mhm.
you know.
Mhm.
But yeah, since then, they're like too much work. You know what I mean? No matter how you try to eat it, you
Yeah.
end up with caramel all over.
Yeah, you just make a mess. You better eat. Oh, I like that a lot, though. Wow.
Don't mind that.
Now you're blowing bubbles. Man, that's good, too. Man, I'm going to have a hard time picking between them two. This brings a lighter, brighter version of 4. 4 is dark and rich, but this gives me that fruity
I
aspect on
think
the
there's
front.
a little more. I think there's a little extra in 4 though.
I think it's like it's going to remind me of doing like a finish versus like the 1910 when you get that dark concentration, or you do like 1920, which is just like nice and happy and festive. Man, this brings a nice fruity.
Now I'm a little torn on. Is this better than 3?
I'm going to have to knick-knack. I believe it's better than 3. I'm not 100% sure I like it better than 4, though. That's my problem. I'm staying with where I was. I think this has a little bit more to the table. We're going to have to see. I'm going to have to go back and forth when we go on it. But
That's pretty close.
They're very good.
Yeah.
I will say for the record, all of these are actually very good, and you're all sub $60. You know what I mean? So that's the one good point about
Some
that.
55 probably, right?
Yeah, I think this one might be 50. No, that was 40 something. I got glasses on my head too. Nope. Where is it? This one was $52.99. Yeah, so sub 55. They're all sub $55. This one's hard to find because it's the anniversary, but
The nose started to come through on one note. It was really nothing the first time. Now it's kind of caramelized out.
not anywhere in the, oh man, that is such now. I'm bringing that way back. That's black licorice. That's just black licorice.
See, I don't get that.
I don't know what you're getting if you don't get black licorice. I really don't. That is.
You should keep yelling at the old bottles over there.
I'm not yelling at it. I'm just saying, like I can't imagine what you're getting if you're not getting black licorice.
It's kind of just a bourbon-esque feel.
There is no bourbon-esque. Yeah, but then again, you don't get it Noah's. This brings me to Noah's Mill. Like it's a heavy black licorice, bam in your face. That's all you taste. Did I just rhyme?
So
there it is.
Lucky for me, I don't get that. So it's not off the table for me. I do get it like a lighter fruit though in this.
Is it? It's fruit wrapped in black licorice. It's not undrinkable to me, but it's not any I would be like, ooh, I can't wait to have another pour of that. It's literally black licorice to me. So
it's kind of blah.
Yeah,
it's kind of a one note. I mean, there's not.
It
definitely.
That's what you said, I think, when we did it. And that one note is black licorice. In case you keep it
dry. It's not really.
I hope it is that one, but that really stands out. It stands out. It's just that's the way it hits me. I maybe I'm fucked up, but it really hits me with just that one taste.
It would be nice if I had stuff that was that decisive.
Yeah,
but I really don't, and I'm a little torn between. Right now,
one is going to be my worst. I can tell you
no,
that
it is back. And
yeah, I don't think it can hang with it, even if it wasn't just black licorice to me. But it's definitely bringing that.
It's kind of blah.
I agree. I agree.
The viscosity even in it is not.
You don't even get the oaky presence at the end, but I can't get by that black licorice flavor that hits me in the front.
But its hang time isn't even really with 3.
No, it was more than whoop. Like I said in the beginning when I first did it. Like I can't really. I thought it was just because we did it first, but it wasn't. So we're gonna do a couple knickknacks here because I'm gonna have to finalize the order of the other 3. One's not gonna win for me. I can tell you that right now. So you guys know what that is. We don't know what it is, but we'll be back in 1 second. All right, so we are back. And I just want to state for the record, whatever 2 and 4 are, they're almost interchangeable. And whatever 1 and 3 are, any given day, any given time, you could interchange them. But I do think there's a distinct difference between whatever 1 and 3 is and whatever 2 and 4 are.
I agree. And probably more so even for me, 1 and 3 are interchangeable. Tom gets the licorice in 1.
I get the licorice in 1. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, no. But it has a sweetness to me. So they could be interchanged for me, and same with 2 and 4.
Just as a total guess, I actually think it's the 8-year in number 1, the Wheelhorse Cigar Blend 2, the 70th in 3, and the actual Double Oak in 4. That's my guess.
And the only difference I have is I think the Cigar Blend's on the end, and the Double Oak is in 2.
We could be 1,000% wrong on the bottles. We're gonna actually figure it out on there.
We could be that 100%.
Yeah, we went back and forth. Again, whatever was in glass number 1 really brought the black licorice to me, and I do remember getting that off the 8-year Wild Turkey. So we're gonna find out. You got the right side of the pad.
Right side.
So our last place bottle was in glass number 1, and it's what you put in glass number 4.
4 was the 8-year.
All right, so that was the 8-year. And you guys have to leave a comment down below if you've tried it. It's really, I don't know what it is. It's bringing a huge black licorice flavor to me that, again, I'm not a huge fan of, and maybe I'm just sensitive to that, but it stands out enough where...
I don't really get it. So, yeah. I get a little sweetness in there. So,
which black licorice technically is a sweetness, but it's just not for me. It's just not. I do not like that flavor, so it jumps out at me. So
I hear you.
All right,
it's like anything if you don't like it.
Yeah. So our 3rd place glass was in glass number 3, and it's what you put in glass number 2.
2 was the 70th.
The what?
70th.
Oh, the 70th. Okay. You scared me on it. So it was another Wild Turkey product. And again,
I did not get that at all.
This one was actually almost had aggressiveness onto it. Like it was actually like You said it. You thought it would be, being that it's an 8-year whiskey, you thought it would drink a little bit, easier, but it threw elbows the whole way down. I
did.
kind of drank like the old time.
But that really throws me off for my taste because I thought these two were like closer and these two were closer. And
well, that would make sense because they're both wild turkeys.
never mind.
Yeah, no. So you were right. So it's actually it's fallen suit so far.
I'm looking at this and it's not correlated.
The difference between
I have it here, not
right.
there.
The difference between 2 and 4 to me is I got way more fruity aspect on 2. 4 just coats. It kind of reminds me of the Penelope Architects. It's got a nice, dark, rich, oaky flavor, and that's just in my head. So we're gonna see. So our second place glass, what was in glass number 2, and it's what you put in glass number 3.
3 was the cigar.
So it was the cigar. So I went 4 for 4 on that one. So the final one on this one was the actual Double Oak. Wheelhouse Double Oak was the actual winner. And again, but when it comes to 4 and 2, to me, it just, this brought a little bit more depth. It just was that dark, happy, almost brings you to the French oak flavor. It's just it's a smooth, oaky finish.
They both
like,
actually
nice.
1 and 3 were actually smoother than
They were way easier to drink.
Yes,
2 and
2
4.
and 4 were easier than 1 and 3. And in my head, the 8 years should have been. I thought
They should have been.
And
kind of why I wanted to
Gets
do
the
that,
barrels.
because the Double Oak that one we got for $37.99, and the other one, the Cigar Blend, was $31.98. Both of them are cheaper than both of the Wild Turkeys. Both of these, the 70th is hard to find because it's the 70th anniversary, and this is the new one out, and it's $41.99. Both of the Wheelhorse are cheaper, and if I'm being honest, carry way more flavor, way more taste. And it wasn't even like, it wasn't close between what 2 and 4 were and what 1 and 3 were.
It's the whole ride too. It's the nose, it's the flavor, the end result, and they were easier drinkers.
That's what I'm saying.
So
But it wasn't
was-
close. It was a standout. These
They
two were
literally
way better
They
than these
did
two.
stand out
Yes.
just the way we kind of drew,
Yeah.
our little glasses. So.
Yeah.
For the money, and I think way back in the day too, we said Wheelhorse is a good little bang for its buck.
It might be harder to find in Wild Turkey because it's not as predominantly out there as in all. And you guys have to leave a comment down below.
These,
you have
especially
access to that?
the Double Oak and
Yeah.
the Cigar Blend might be, but I think Wheelhorse as in general is out there.
Right. Well, you'll have to leave that comment. I'm not 100% sure because they are harder to find.
Yeah,
You have to search a lot more. Wild Turkey's everywhere.
101, not these.
That's what I'm talking. Granted, Wild Turkey 101's
Yes.
everywhere. But again, both of these were specialties, and both of these were cheaper than both of the Wild Turkey. So
in our eyes, they are better.
Kind of why I wanted to do the review, because I wanted to see. I was off of memory. I thought I enjoyed these better than these two, and that's 100% what happened. So again, you can leave a comment down below if you want to see a future Sunday Fun Day. Let us know what you would like to see. I was going to do the Wild Turkey off because we do have a Kentucky Spirit and a rare breed. If you do want to see that, leave a comment down below because we can throw these back in the blind. But I really wanted to see, does this one beat the 70th? And to me, it doesn't, because I get that black licorice in there. You'll have to leave a comment.
And
is
for
it
me,
the new Wild Turkey? Maybe that's their profile.
them, and because I don't get that.
See
that. So
and you guys have to let me know because he doesn't get it. I do get it.
and there was quite a few comments too that they did and they didn't. So it was almost 50-50 with some of our listeners on whether they did or didn't get it.
No,
So.
which is awesome. So it hits me
Thank you for
the
the comments.
wrong way, but if you have a chance, these two are superior.
They are.
For less money, plain and simple.
And I don't really see those
No, me neither.
because I was just out shopping.
But even a Wild Turkey, when we did the Wild Turkey off a million years, or we did the Battle of the 101s, I'm 90% sure that Wheelhorse beat Wild Turkey 101. The regular, the
I
original.
think it may have.
That was years ago, so don't quote me on my memory skills. But
it was a while
there
ago.
you go. That's Sunday Fun Day. Again, if you want to see a future Sunday Fun Day, leave a comment down below because I love you guys' suggestions. I really wanted to get this one out because these two are relatively new, and I said, man, can they hang up to, just straight price? And they didn't. So there it is.
I love all the comments. So
Yes.
keep them coming.
That being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.